Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is my second video. My first was more of a tester, but I just wanted to play around with some makeup and kind of try some new things that I've gotten. I have a whole basket here of stuff that I regularly use, but we're gonna try some new stuff today. First off, I'm gonna prime my face with something I normally don't use. This is the Too Faced Do You Illuminating or Luminous Face Primer. So I normally just do a couple pumps of that. If you have oily skin, don't use this because it's just gonna show the oil on your face even more. I do recommend using a primer. It's gonna hold your makeup on your face a little longer. And then I'm just gonna let that kind of set down a little bit. I do use a plethora of tools. Here's my sponge jar. I did paint this myself if you couldn't tell. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to put on my face is the Pretty Fresh Colourpop Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. When I use this, I sometimes just use this on its own. It's a easy on the go, don't have to no fuss makeup. So I just do about 2 pumps of that. And the sponge is moist. And then here we go. As you can see, I do have problem areas, so I'm probably going to put something else on top of this. And you just want to blend that out to where it doesn't look like. I also put it on my ears just to kind of match my face to everything else. And I also put it under my chin, on my neck, just to get it from face to chest to match evenly. Again, I have dry skin, so this is not going to work for everyone. If you have oily skin, I would use a pore filling primer and a mattifying type foundation. That's gonna help keep your face less oily. So next, I use the Morphe 2 Hint Skin Tint. This is in the color Hint of Walnut. This color is a little bit dark for me, but I'm probably gonna get a lighter one for the winter months just because my skin isn't nearly as tan. And then you gotta shake it because it is a water-based foundation. And so cool looking. Doop, doop. And this does soak up pretty well in your sponge. I use the sponge for all my applications. You can use a brush, but all the reviews of Morphe 2, that skin tint that I'm using, I've heard that using a sponge is better than a brush. It just kind of pumps it out a little bit more, just like puts it on your skin evenly. I feel like with the brush it leaves brush strokes, and I believe this is $17, which isn't super expensive. So you're gonna get a better quality of product as opposed to like a drugstore. Again, I'm going on my ears, a drugstore foundation. And 1 pump typically does it for me. If I want a fuller coverage, this is a buildable liquid foundation, I'll do 2. But we're just hanging out at home today, so I'm not gonna really do that. Ta-da! All right, so now into my little bag of goodies. I'm going to use the Lorac Pro Soft Focus Longwear Concealer, and it is in the shade Fair, 3.5 Fair. And then I'm also going to use this, I just picked this up, we'll see how it worked, is the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. It's not a concealer, it just helps brighten the eyes with a concealer. It says you can also use it as like a body highlight. I'm going to use it with my concealer just because I do have darker circles under my eyes because I am up early every day. So, here we go. Now, I only conceal under my eyes. Once the mask mandate's lifted, I'll probably conceal all over, but to me, there's no point. There's the applicator for that. Oh yeah, this Tarte shade is in the shade Alight. It's a little bit lighter than my skin tone. I'm just gonna throw that in between my concealer. And this is the first time I'm using it, so we'll see how it goes. And then we blend. And you do want your concealer to be typically a shade or two lighter than your foundation because you are trying to brighten under your eyes. Oh wow, that looks really pretty. And then we blend. I always have an issue with my left eye blending really weirdly, and I don't understand why. And then as you can see, my under eyes look bright. I look like I'm awake. So far, after using this for the 2 minutes it's been on my face, I really like it. I got this as on sale today for, I believe, $13 at Ulta for their 21 Days of Beauty, but normally it is $25. And the Lorac, I believe, is around $25, $30 as well. And then we go in, now this I got in an Ipsy subscription, which is a beauty box. It's $12 a month. Love it. Especially since I've recustomized it to me. It's amazing. So this is going to be banana setting powder. It's in the shade medium. This is from Bellapierre Cosmetics. I believe the full size of this is just a sample, retails for around $25, $30. A good alternative to these higher end, e.l.f. makes really good dupes, and then I'm just gonna pat this under my eyes. e.l.f. makes really good dupes. The Fit Me Maybelline powder makes a good baking powder. If you want a different brand, the Flower Beauty, or the Beauty Bakery Flower Setting Powder is great. All right, and then for my face, because I do set my face, let me show you what it is first. This is the Too Faced Do You. It's in the same line as that primer. And this is in the shade Translucent Radiant Pearl. Again, if you've got oily skin, don't use this because this really illuminates your skin. And I can only imagine with oily skin, it's just gonna make you look extra shiny. Whereas I need the shine, I love the shine, give me the shine, I like to glow. Tap off that excess, and then I just kind of blot it onto the skin because I don't like a lot of setting powder on my face, but this does give me an extra sheen. Ta-da! So that's nice. And then I'm gonna let my face set for a few minutes. And while we're setting, I can just kind of tell you who I am. If you don't know who I am, my name is Paige Pahina. A lot of people call me that. I've lived in Colorado for going on 4 years now, and it's I love it. If you're a mountain person like me, you should move out here. I've been doing my own makeup for about a year. So not very long, it's probably not very good, probably doing things wrong. But some of y'all seem to like it. Ooh, that's good. Favorite color is purple, which is why I'm wearing purple pants, which is why all my jars, like, that's purple. And I do have 3 separate jars, one for my sponges, one for my regular brushes, face brushes, and then one for my eye and eyebrow brushes. And I guess while we're waiting, I can do my eyebrows. So this is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I only get the mini because I don't use it all the time. The mini is, I believe, $13. I'm not sure of what is comparable to this. I would just go for Benefit just because they are like the #1 brow product that I've found. I've heard Anastasia Beverly Hills has a great one too. And I do need to get my eyebrows done pretty soon. And we'll just go ahead and dip that in again. And I literally use a clear brow gel because I'm not comfortable with drawing in my eyebrows yet. But I think I have pretty decent eyebrows, so I'm not too concerned about it. And then I just rake up and over. There we go. Perfect. And that's a brow gel, so it is going to have to dry. That's why I do it after I set my face. So for the sake of time, I'm going to wipe off all this powder. The setting powder keeps it from creasing and keeps your face set longer. And it's just a big powder brush from Kenzie. My mom got me this, so thanks, Mom. Alright, so we're going to go into bronzer. So I do have a bronzer that I got in my Ipsy that I've been wanting to try. If I can find it, because I just have a lot of makeup. Aha! So this is from Estate Cosmetics. This is, again, a sample size. I'm not sure what the price is of this. It smells pretty good. This is the color Cocoa. It's a pressed powder bronzer. I don't really use a lot of cream products. If you're going to use cream products, they need to go on before you set your face. That way it doesn't rip off your foundation. And here we go. I'm using an angled brush. So it looks like that to put on my bronzer. I don't really contour, especially now because we're all having to wear masks. Oh, that looks actually really pretty. Then I do under my chin just to kind of give my chin some definition, even though I have a pretty awesome chin. And under my cheekbones, I do that. And then I also, this is the only contouring I ever do, is I take a little eye contour brush, which I use on my face, and I do my nose, just to kind of make my nose even more cute and buttony, because I know I have a cute nose. You don't have to tell me. And then I'm just going to blend this out. Blend, 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 blend. And I am going to have a list of the products I use underneath. I know in my first video I was just like, I'm not going to put any products down, you can just ask me, but it was also 11 o'clock at night and I had to be up at 5 the next morning, so I was like, I'm just going to go to bed. So there's that. And I think I have a new blush. No, it's a highlight, that's what I have. So I'm going to use a drugstore blush. I really love this blush. You can get it at Ulta. I believe Target also carries this brand. This is also something I got in my Ipsy. It's a Pacifica Highlight Blush Duo. So here's the blush. The blush is in cherry and the highlight is in gold, so it's cherry gold. I don't believe they sell this in stores. And I just use a brush like this. This is a foundation brush, but I don't use it for that. I just go boop, boop. And this one's not super pigmented, and that's why I like it. And again, I'm gonna blend this out, and I use another angle brush to blend it. I use a combination of drugstore and prestige items. I do work for a makeup company. I'm not going to say which one. So I do get discounts on makeup. So that makes it easier for me to buy stuff. Also, my company just stopped carrying Lorac, so I got a lot of good stuff from there. Once I get less tan, we are going to try this Lancome foundation, just because, as you can see, that does not match my skin. But I do have an Il Makiage foundation coming in the mail to try, which will be a lot of fun. If I don't like it, I'm allowed to send it back. That's the fun thing about Il Makiage. And then finally, we're going to do a highlight. This is the type of highlighting brush I like to use. This is the e.l.f. highlighting brush. I really like their brushes. So if you're looking for an affordable brush, I would look at them. So we're gonna try this one. This came in my Ipsy last month. This is the Kaleido Cosmetics Muse Skin Highlighter in the color Goddess. I'm not sure, I tried this before and it was a little bright for my skin tone, and I just kind of go up my cheekbones like, yeah. As long as you tap off that excess, it's not gonna overwhelm you. It's very soft, but it's a little gold for my skin tone, so I don't know. A good one as far as drugstore products go, and again, I just kind of go around this side right here, you can kind of see it. I like the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighters, especially the rose gold one. This one, you can tell I've used it a lot. I normally use that on a regular basis. When I do a more higher end look, like when I use my Jeffree Star Cosmetics or my Fenty Beauty, I'll show you those, because I do have a $30 highlighter because I'm basic. But now my face is pretty much done, and then I normally will go in with a eyelid primer. This is this Sephora primer, so it's Sephora brand. I think this cost me like $8. It was really just to throw in to get my shipping to be free from Sephora. And oh, I got an eyelash. Make a wish. There we go. So we're just gonna, I just pat that in and I let it dry. I'm not sure what kind of look I want to do today. Like, I have the day off, so I think I'm just gonna play around, maybe do some crazy colors, but every time I say that, I end up not doing crazy colors. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. We're also gonna play with the liquid eyeliner, and I'm awful with those, so we'll have fun with that. Well, let's just go ahead and go back to this because I haven't used this a lot. This is the 35C Everyday Chic Morphe palette. I believe it was $25. I have some note cards, hold on. It's $25, which means it's 71 cents per shade, which I think is a great buy. The quality is really great. Keep in mind, Morphe does collabs with beauty YouTubers, and I believe Jaclyn Hill's formula is different from this formula, so don't expect it to be the same. I don't really watch Jaclyn Hill that much, but that's just me. So next, we're gonna go in with this crease brush. I need a new one. This one's seen better days. And I typically go in with a lighter brown, so like this color, which is, what is this? Weekend Plans, into my crease. And I always tap off the excess and just right into that crease. I have really hooded eyes, so I really don't go up onto my brow bone. One, because I don't know how to, but two, because I don't think it would look great with my eyes. And then you can kind of tell with the crease how it's gonna look. And then there we go. Right into the crease. I'm gonna do this about 3 times. Oh, maybe we'll go green today. Green and purple are a great combo, I think. So that's my crease shade. I just do this just so I can give my lids a little bit more definition between my eyelid and my brow bone. And then I'll go in with a concealer brush because of the flatness of it. Look at all that. I need to clean my brushes, don't judge me. This is a Beau Gashis, I think. This is from my Ipsy box as well. And if you don't like buying brushes, like I don't like buying brushes, get an Ipsy box because they almost always send you a brush each month. And then I have a face fixing spray, which is a makeup spray. Just at the end. And I just wet my brush, give her a little wave. And then we're gonna go in with the shade Just Perfect. It's this dark green shade right here. We're going dark, guys, dark. And then I always tap off the excess, that way I don't have as much fallout under my eyelid. And I go on the edge of my eye, and then kind of a little bit into the crease, and then about halfway on my lid. Just like that. It's a little far out there. I can fix that later though. Tap off the excess. Excuse me. And then the other side. My eyes never look the same on both sides. Whew! I fucked up. Oh. And then I almost always get fallout on my eyes, so I try to like sweep this off. There's a little bit of green right here that I'm gonna have to fix, but this is a really deep green, and I'm not gonna underline the under part of my eyes just because this is such a deep green. I think it kind of is okay to stand on its own. Then I take the Firma 203, same flat little brush for me. And I will spray this down as well. Oh. And then RSVP Yes is the next color, which is a shiny green. And we're just gonna do that, chop off the excess. And on the lid, I pack it in. I feel like a wet brush with shimmers just works better. A lot of people use their fingertips as well, but I do not. So there we go, just like that. And then I feel like some of that green has come off. So I'll typically go back in and just touch it up a little bit. And then I'm also, I have a really nice blending brush. I thought I did. Oh, here it is. This is the Firma 201. And then I'm just gonna blend out the edges so they're not as harsh. Again, for this side, blend out the edges. And I'm also gonna take another flat brush. And this is an EcoTools double-sided brush. I really like this. And this is a shader brush, and I'm just gonna take a lighter color called Chic right here. I highly recommend this palette if anyone needs like a really nice everyday palette, minus the greens. Just kind of carve this out just to lighten it a little bit. Just an everyday like this. I wear this pretty much primarily to work, just because I'm relatively adventurous with my makeup and my coworkers are not. Yeah, it looks awful, but you know, what can you do? We're just playing around. I did this look last week and it looked a lot better, but what can you do? And then this is the only reason I have a fan brush is to wipe my under eyes off. And then finally, I have different bags for all my different types of makeup, so it takes me a little bit to find everything. I can go in here. And I actually think I'm gonna put something in my inner corner because it's a little dark. So, oh yeah, we're gonna do this silver. This silver is called Have a Moment. And it's right here. I'm just gonna pop that into my inner corner just to brighten it up a little bit. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I like that. I would actually wear this out, kind of, maybe. All right, and then finally, let me put on my brushes away. We're gonna do a liquid liner, and I'm gonna botch it. I just got this. I've never used it. This is the KVD Vegan Beauty, not Kat Von D anymore, tattoo liner. I'm supposed to shake it, I guess. Glad I remembered that. Probably would have come out awful. And then I can't do a wing to save my life. So we're not gonna do it. Check again. Oh, that side looks a lot better. I actually really like that. I normally don't like liquid liners. And then finally, this is the KVD, we got this in Gratis, mascara in the Go Big or Go Home. This thing is huge. Like, that's what the brush looks like. I typically don't like these really big feathery brushes. I like the plastic long ones. But when you get something for free, you just use it. I don't wear falsies either, because again, I don't know how to do it, and I always get mascara right above. God, just awful. And I'll show you what I mean, because I don't use this for my lower lash line. That. And then for my lower lash, I use the Roller Lash from Benefit, best mascara of all time. If you can afford it, go buy it today because it's awesome. I wonder if we all make funny faces when we put on makeup. I know I do. All right, and I'm actually going to use a little bit more concealer because I'm like, go under there. This is one of my nifty little mini ones. They're so cute. Oh man, I just realized I was just making a really ugly face. And like I said, all my sponges are typically wet. This one is not. There we go. Better. And last but not least, if you do not have a setting spray, get you a setting spray, girl, because it keeps your makeup on even with the mask. This is the Jeffree Star Morphe Starberry Setting Spray. Don't care about your opinion on Jeffree Star. I like his formula. And it smells like strawberries. And that's it, guys. Easy peasy dark green makeup. I think